Hi, my name is Ashish, and in this video we will see how to create a serverless workflow with AWS step functions and AWS Lambda. In this video we will make sure that we are creating a workflow that coordinates multiple AWS Lambda functions and attend them using a workflow. Okay, so this is what we are building. In this example, let's say you are a developer who has been asked to create a serverless application to automate handling of support tickets. While we can have one Lambda function call the other, we will worry that managing all of those connections will become challenging as the call center application becomes more sophisticated. Plus, any change in the flow of the application will require changes in multiple places. And this can lead to multiple copies of the same code. Well, to solve this, we decide that we will use AWS step functions. Step functions is a serverless orchestration service. Let's easily coordinate multiple Lambda functions into flexible workflows that are easily to debug and easy to change. Step functions will keep the Lambda functions free of additional logic by triggering and tracking each step of the application for us. We will create a step function state machine to describe the current call center process. We will also create a few simple Lambda functions that simulate the task of the support team and pass the data between each Lambda function to track the progress of the support case. Okay, let's quickly create a state machine. In this, we will design a workflow that describes how we want support tickets to be handled in the call center. Workflows describe a process as a series of discrete tasks that can be repeated again and again. So let me just open up the step function console. I'll take directly to the console because I was already logged in. If I'm not, it will ask me. Here it is. So you can also do like this. Step functions in the search bar under services. And then you can create one. This is how this workflow looks like, and this is state machine definition, right? So you go here, state machine. So you are under create a state machine. You want to do it author with code snippets, sample projects, or you want to use a template. We will select the author from scratch. Type call center state machine. Alrighty. State machine definition is start at hello world, states hello world, and type is pass, result hello world, and is true. I'm going to go with that. Replace the contents of the state machine definition window with the Amazon state languages, which is ASL, state machine definition flow. So this is what we are going to copy. I'm going to copy it. Paste it, check refresh button. Here it is. It says start open case, then assign a case, work on a case. Is case resolved, then escalate case, fail end. If it's close case, then end. All right. It says click next. It says IAM role for executions, which is identity access management. Role defines which AWS resources and execution is allowed to access. It will create a role for itself. It says open up another browser window where the screen type IAM, then select IAM to open the service console. Okay. Okay, I am going to create a role under IAM. Select step functions. Where is step function? Here it is. Next. It says click next. Permissions on the next. Click next. I'm going to write step functions basic execution. It's going to create a role. Perfect. Now the role is created and it will be in the list. Copy the role ARN on the next screen. This is the role ARN. I'm going to copy it. Now I'm going to here, wait, here it is. Create the state machine. Call center state machine in the step function is created. The ARN of this resource is this. IAM role is this. Creation date is today. Okay, perfect. Create your AWS Lambda function. Now that we have created the state machine, we can decide how we want it to perform work. We can connect the state machine to the AWS Lambda functions and other microservices, or we can create a new one. We will create a few simple Lambda functions that simulate various steps for handling support calls, such as assigning the case to a customer support representative. Now we will go to Lambda. I like Lambda functions. They're really easy. They really create a function, author from scratch. Function name is the open case function. Runtime is node.js43. It is not presented here. Let me select this, create a role. I am not making a role separately for this. I'm going to use the Lambda console to create a role to create this function and manage it on my behalf. I'm going to replace this content with this. Hit save. On the top of the page, I'm going to hit functions. I'll create another. Now we'll have to create 4 more functions. So let's see how I'm going to populate one function in this. So if I go back to my step function, so we created a state machine, we created a Lambda function, we created an IAM role for the state machine. Now I'm going to show you how you are going to populate the workflow in that step function. Now go to the step function screen on the service console, and then on the state machine, select call center state machine. I'm already into that. Click edit. In the state machine definition, find the line below the open case state which starts with resource. Okay, open case resource. So this I am doing a start, and then I'm going to replace it with my open case function ARN. So I'm going to go here. This is my open case function ARN. I'm going to replace it here. There you go. So this is how you'll populate, or you will populate the state machine, the state workflow with your Lambda functions. Then you will. So let's say I'm populated all of them. I'm going to start the execution. Start the execution here. You can open it in another tab as well. It's failed because see, till this point it was executed. This is the resource. The status is succeeded. Assign case, work on case, is case resolved. I have not defined those Lambda functions, and I have not populated this in this resource section here. If I would have done that, it would have been completely resolved. And you to supply an ID for your support case under the content from below in the new execution dialog box. You can have input case ID. You can here use it like if you would do here start execution. You can have it in here that my first case ID is this. And as this workflow executes, each step will change color in the visual workflow. Wait a few seconds to get the function to complete. Then in the details, you can have it. And then you can use step functions to inspect each step of the workflow execution, including the inputs and outputs of each state, and that what data went in and how was the result. It says depending on the output of your work on case function, your workflow may have ended by resolving the support case and closing the ticket, or escalating the ticket. You can rerun the execution. Okay, now it's important that you delete all the stuff that you have created so that you do not get charged. So let's say you go to step functions, state machines. Here, delete this. Then you go to this Lambda functions. You created this. Delete this. State machines, Lambda functions. Then go to your IAM roles, function basic execution. Delete the role. And if you're not sure about your costing, click on your name, click on my billing dashboard. You can see the cost. It'll help you forecast the cost as well. And then you can decide what all resources you are missing. And you can see your... So I hope this was informative for all of you guys. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and please do not forget to comment on my videos if you have any feedback for me. If there are any videos that you want me to make, don't hesitate at all. And till next time, I see you in the next video. Bye bye. Have a great day.